Hello, everyone. This is Dr. M. Today, I want to talk about something, especially if you're learning English in a foreign language context or teaching English in a foreign language context. That means in a place where English is not a main language. I'm going to say something that may surprise some of the learners or the teachers. And what I want to say is that grammar knowledge does not automatically become teaching fluency. And the reason is simple. Fluency is not a test of rules. Let me say it again. Fluency is not a test of rules. It is a performance of meaning. Fluency is based on meaning, not a repetition of grammar rules. I agree that grammar is important. Grammar is absolutely important, but grammar is declarative knowledge. That is what you know about the language. However, fluency is procedural ability. That is what you can do with the language quickly, naturally, under real life pressure. That gap matters. Because in real communication, you don't have time to calculate English, to think about the rules before speaking. They have to be automatic. You have to retrieve language, organize ideas, and speak in real time. That is why many learners who study grammar for years still freeze when speaking, as I said, basically in foreign language contexts. Not because they don't know English, but because they are trying to speak while editing every sentence or every word in their heads. And once you become your own grammar judge in the middle of a conversation, your brain does three things. You slow down, you lose confidence, and you stop taking risk. And if you lose all those three, that means you're not going to speak fluently. But language development depends on risk. Fluency grows from something grammar books cannot fully provide. That is, frequent, meaningful, and supported use of language. Not random talking, supported talking. So, what creates fluency? Fluency develops when learners gain access to high frequency structures, reusable sentence patterns, and communication routines. Communication routines, what are they? For example, what I mean is, let me explain it in another way. From my perspective, I'm not sure, but I think these are not fancy expressions. They have infrastructure of fluent speech that fluent speakers use every day. And here is the key. In real life, fluency is built when learners practice message first, accuracy second. Because grammar is not the engine of fluency, grammar is the quality control system. It helps you polish, it helps you clarify, it helps you become more precise over time. But fluency comes from use, not from waiting to be perfect. So, if you're learning English, don't ask yourself, is my grammar perfect? Ask yourself, did my message land where it's supposed to be landed? You need to speak, adjust, and improve. Teachers, please let the learners be. Let them make mistakes. Let them learn from a mistake. Let them recognize patterns. That is the real path to fluency. And that is how confident English speakers are made. Thank you.